Not just the amount of support we've gotten from the fans, but the amount of goodwill and the amount of momentum that the company itself has gotten. It grew to the point where it was feasible for someone like CM Punk to come back to professional wrestling and join this company. It was feasible for someone like Bryan Danielson to come and be a part of the company. It was feasible for someone like Adam Cole to come and be a part of this company because they saw there was a genuine excitement about the product that we were putting out there, and you know, a lot of that has to do with the support from the fans, but also I think the excitement of the actual wrestlers in the company. I feel like you can see it every time they walk down the aisle. They're so excited to be a part of this company and doing something different, doing something good for the wrestling fans and for the wrestling business.
When this first started, it's kind of hard to imagine where we are now. Did you ever think that we'd get this far? I mean,
I had hoped we would get this far. I had no idea it would happen this quickly. I mean, when within the first year and a half, when we announced the renewal of the contract with TNT to be part of Turner going through 2024, I believe the announcement was back then. And this was like in mid-2020, I think we had that announcement.
It was right before the pandemic, I think.
Yeah, okay, so early 2020.
Right.
So yeah, just to be announced and be like, we've already gotten renewed for, I think 3 extra years. At that point, we had only been on television less than a year already. Like you don't fathom that you're gonna get that successful that quick, but we've been very fortunate. And we know that there's a lot of goodwill towards us from the fans, and we try to pay that back by giving them a product that they can appreciate and be proud of.
Very well said. Thank you, buddy. When we were in Chicago for All Out, one of the big surprises was having Adam Cole arrive, and I think everyone met that with excitement. Man, you've had some tremendous matches here, and I know, just like everybody else, it's exciting for you to be in AEW, man. It's great to have you here and talk about that.
Yeah, again, it's a very similar story to everybody else, but I'm absolutely having the time of my life in AEW. I look back at my debut here in Chicago as the greatest night of my wrestling career, strictly because so many awesome moments for me watching as a fan. We're watching like really big returns or exciting surprises or exciting debuts. So to be able to say that in my career I got to be involved in one of those things was really, really cool. And that's just on that night alone. But aside from that fact, I mean, just looking objectively, there's like 5 years worth of stuff for me and the rest of this roster to be able to do, because the roster is so stacked right now. And the different options and the different choices and the different matches and ways we can go just has me excited. So I know if I'm really excited about it and our roster's really excited about it, I know you, the fans, are excited about it too.
I think we were all excited to see Hangman Adam Page become the next AEW World Champion. Great time in your life, right?
Yeah, I think, Cole and Punk said that their debuts here in Chicago were some of the best nights of their career. Winning this championship was absolutely the best night of my career. Surreal feeling, and I owe it so much to you. There's so many times that you could have given up on me, like times when I gave up on me, times when I disappeared for a couple months to be with my wife and, and have a son. That you could have given up on me, times when Cole and Bryan and Punk showed up that you could have decided to move on and you didn't. So I owe it a lot in part to you, so thank you.
Tremendous match against Kenny Omega. I know a man that you know very well, and now you have Bryan Danielson on Wednesday. They just keep coming at you. What a match the fans are waiting to see, man.
I've been waiting probably the most impatiently. I wanted the match the first Wednesday after Full Gear, and I'm still waiting. Finally, it comes at Winter is Coming this coming Wednesday. I'm very excited about it. Very excited for the opportunity to defend this championship.
Punk, we were in Long Island on Wednesday. Okay. Very different. absolutely. But the fact is, and I think Adam Cole said it, we're all having fun, and you can see it that we're having fun. You were having a lot of fun in the ring that night, okay?
Yeah.
Almost too much fun. I mean, it was like...
No, I was having too much fun.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, but this thing with MJF is really pushed to the forefront. It's yeah, I get it. He sucks. MJF sucks. Okay. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I get it. I was talking about MJF, Adam.
I know.
Okay. I love you, buddy. He is. He's a worthless human being, but I'm saying some of the things I can't get away with on TV. Okay. Aside from him being a pimple on the ass of pro wrestling, you and MJF have had some magic in the ring. You really have, man. People had to talk. That back and forth you guys had in the ring had a lot of people talking.
Yeah, I think that's one matchup that everybody wanted to see. Before I even came back, I always heard about, I want to see MJF and CM Punk go back and forth. And a lot of people think I am off to a slow start in AEW, doing certain things a certain way. But to me, just like Adam Cole just said, there's 5 years worth of stuff with all these interchangeable characters and players. MJF is definitely somebody I wanted to share a ring with.
Yeah.
And I think now that we're getting to it, I think people kind of can maybe see the bigger picture, and they can trust AEW as a whole for like the direction of where stuff goes. The fans, I understand they want to know, the behind the scenes stuff, and they want to peel back the curtain. And everybody's an armchair booker. I am. Everybody's an armchair, coach or quarterback or whatever. It's human nature. You watch sports and you're like, come on, why'd you put that guy in? Why is he on the bench? Why is this guy a healthy scratch? Why didn't you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And it's no different than, I think, pro wrestling and their fans and stuff like that. But to me, one of the best things about AEW is we enjoy payoffs, and we like making the fans happy instead of just for some reason making them miserable and doing stuff just to piss them off. Sometimes the happiest outcome, yes, is the most obvious one, and we don't really feel the need to beat anybody over the head with switching it just because they figured it out first. I enjoy making the fans happy. I think that's one of the biggest. That's like the juice for being a pro wrestler is getting reactions out of the crowd. And when it comes to me and him, without me trying to say anything too positive about him, like you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure.
Another cool thing is you mentioned Long Island. I really enjoy how like Chicago and Long Island have almost become characters in this story.
Right. Yeah.
So we're back at the Wintrust Arena on February 2nd. I hope you're all there. I know I'll be there.
Yeah, man. Chicago has been a tremendous city for us for many, many reasons. And we were talking a little bit behind the scenes without, as Punk said, peeling back the curtain. Billy, you work as a coach, so you work with the young talent, and it's very important, and your sons can weigh in on this as well. You have the established stars that everybody knows have been around for years, but it's important to build the young talent. To give us, you came out with the pillars of AEW. You had Britt on one side, which was really tremendous. But it's important to build a young talent to make your own name, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can always, that's the great thing about that. And I think that's the only reason I've been around so long, is because I'm willing to change. I won't sacrifice what I believe in, but I will change. And it's getting, sometimes a lot of these young kids just go out there and just let it rip. And sometimes you just gotta put the brakes on them a little bit.
Right.
To do this for 30-something plus years.
Right.
Jumping out of the ceiling, landing on your head isn't always the best thing to do for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just, I'm just there to kind of guide. I'm just the same that I help them along. I don't tell you what to do. I just give you advice and get there.
Yeah. I love it to see you give young people advice. There's nothing like seeing Billy Gunn give somebody advice. Especially if they walk back to the curtain, the match wasn't the best. It's tremendous. There's nothing like it. And Austin, you and Colton together as a tag team, but, okay.
I knew that was coming.
What did he say? I'm sorry, I didn't
He
hear.
said, just don't worry about it.
Ass boys.
Okay.
It's awesome boys.
That's awesome boys. Got you.
He said ass boys.
You said ass boys?
Ass boys.
Okay, ass boys. Okay. Well, it's something. You know, everybody's got to have a thing.
They had to get something from me.
Yeah. But you guys have developed quite a team, and you also record a lot of your stuff right backstage. And tell us about that and where that ends up and how they can see it, or do you just bring it back home and watch it yourself? And that's it.
I think, well, we're always trying to learn, and we want to see what he's thinking, and Dax is also really helpful when going over matches. And we always want to improve. So back to putting together matches or going out there and trying to entertain or trying to work towards a story or tell the best story in the ring. Sometimes me and Colton will put together so many things. We want to do this, we want to have this moment and this, and then we go back to Dad and he just puts the brakes on all of it. But in the moment we're just like, why is this happening, or why is Dad not letting us venture out or try new things or try this? But at the end of the day, it's less is more, and over time I've started to learn that. It's like, oh, we don't need all this stuff. If I just stand up after that and just let the crowd digest that, that's better.
Right.
We're telling something better. And then trying to coach Colton and give him advice is like, hey, maybe take that out and just do this. So over time, it's slowly clicking, and that's just what we're here for. We want to get reps, we want to become better, and you only get that with experience in the ring and in front of live people and talking on a mic for the first time and stuff like that. It's just you slowly build.
Yeah. You're pretty natural on the mic. You are.
I get so nervous sometimes.
Oh, bullshit. There's nothing nervous about you. Jeez. Colton, did you go back and watch any of Dad's stuff from the 90s? Have you watched that and studied that?
Yeah, I've probably watched almost every match he's had.
Yeah. Well, I was doing something else at that time, as you know, but now I go back and watch it and absolutely love the stuff from back. Because I even say to Billy, I said, Billy got it in 1998! Love that stuff.
I was good once.
You know, so you get to watch him and learn from that, I guess?
Yeah, I just watched everything I can, but mostly him because I think we move similarly a little bit. So
Right.
I try to see what he does and what worked for him and try to just incorporate it. And then we had that Sting match and I saw he was moving faster than me and he's 58, so that was, you know.
Wow.
It wasn't by choice. I was trying to get that kid over.
Ruby, you're part of a great women's division.